Okay, so I just made a video and then I didn't actually get to talk about what I was trying to say because I'm like they're making my attention go sideways where it's like I'm talking about relevant stuff but it's filling up space of this video that can't be too long because of space not being um like I don't have enough space on my phone right now to record longer video. So I'm like, right, I didn't tell the story. They're influencing me not to focus and tell the fucking story. And I'm like, I gotta delete that, start over, and tell the story. And here's the story. I think this happened in response to the video that I posted yesterday, where I actually was showing the emotional response to finding out about um, all the horrible shit that all those people in power and all those major industries that everyone is affected by, what they were doing, you know? And then today, what happened was I'm at this gig that I'm working, and it's working at a store. And this guy comes into the store. He walks in, right? He's on his phone. He's talking to someone, and he stops and he stares right at me. He just walks in, he's not standing looking around, being "Let me sneak attention toward her." He just walks in and turns square at me, and just stands there on his phone talking to someone and just standing there staring right at me right in the right next to where the door is to enter the store. And I'm like, it's weird, it looks weird. It's there's a guy just staring at me blatantly because he has no regard for anything that's happening around him because he feels that he's outside of the normal flow and culture of human casual everyday commonplace, not commonplace, but what everyone is doing. He's just in his own vibe, in his he felt like he stepped out of a fucking I don't want to say other dimension because I'm not trying to say he was an alien. I'm trying to say he stepped out of a vibe where he lives in some non-normal, non-standard way that is not what most people are experiencing as normal life, you know? That's what it felt like. And it felt like he was one of these people who does these quests because these people play games. Because the video that I made yesterday was a response, not a response, it was an emotional expression of working through all of the horrible reactions and emotions stuck in my nervous system and my maybe auric field, energy field, in response to finding out about all those horrible people behind the curtains in places of power in the States and what they were doing. It's too much. And every time that I thought that I had already heard the worst thing that could ever happen, people I've watched random videos nowadays to find out about what the fuck people have been talking about what's happening. I didn't know America was going through a crazy inflation. I'm what is happening? What do you mean? I saw some crazy groceries are super expensive, and I'm just what the fuck? And then I was I'm really glad I left because I was leaving because I'm I can't survive here in this Nazidom on my own with these weird people messing with me because I understand and they know that I understand, but they're the bad guys. So they're fascinated by the fact that I understand because I'm not talking about it, I'm not posting about it, I'm not obvious about it because I understand that the people that I work with, the good guys, the victims, the clueless ones, won't believe me. And I'm I don't need that emotional stress and that social pariah vibe of people being she's fucking off her rocker. I don't need that. I understand that that's what will happen. I have to just not talk about it. I have to just by myself, in complete isolation, find a way to deal with the fact that there's a bunch of people who are aware of this weird secret layer of reality where all kinds of horrible people, just like back in Nazi Germany, are literally present, having the same motivations, emotions, desires, fucking fantasies, fucking ways that they wish the world was. And that they literally walk around like normal people. That's what I understood. It wasn't a theory to me. I'm when I'm on the bus and somebody acts that way, I fucking believe them when they show me who the fuck they are. And you guys never can fucking do that. You know what I mean? You just never do that. In the moment, it's because I learned this one thing from all of the trauma crap that I've been through and surviving it. I learned this one thing. It's you have to react in the moment to the information being presented to you and identify it and not go into shock and guffaw. Oh, it can't be. It's right. That's literally not true. Why can't it be? If it can't be, it means that we all live in heaven. And the reason why it can't be true that someone is a bad person with bad motivations, from the perspective of a normal good person who's harmony and love and like I don't know what to call it, like non-violence. Like I don't mean like MLK or Gandhi. I just mean like non-predatory, not prey, because prey is the perspective of the predator looking at a normal person. Okay, getting back to the fucking like thing again, it's like today I felt like this guy walked in and he reminded me of those weird people that I used to see all the time popping up in 2020 when I lived in the States. And I was realizing like the fascism of America, like the attitude, like the desires, the nature of the people who are white people who want to see non-white people under their boot. Like I actually understood what that was. It wasn't just that they were like lazy and not wanting to work. There was a sadism that I didn't know existed. There was an actual like evil that I didn't know was in there, like gaping. Like I'm not gonna see that's them trying to like have fun to make it sound disgusting so they can be like, haha. Do you understand like how bad it is? And so when that guy Wilcock, he's like, they were like, oh, he got affected mentally to destroy himself. I'm like, right, because like they fucking do that, bitch. They like affect your fucking mind hole. And I'm like, can I talk about this now? Because it's been 6 years. Like, I'm fucking tired, but I'm also not tired. I'm like, I'm really scared of them. I'm not like a dumb bitch who's like, oh my god, revolution. I'm like, fuck no. I see, like that's not me doing that. I don't mean to do this. This means nothing to me. But like I've been seeing all these videos where that means something. I'm like, I'm not into that. But there's something affecting me that sometimes like I'm not. This is it's super subtle. It's not like there's something that's like, and sometimes I'm not myself. That's not what I mean. I mean that like if I talk about this shit, this shit like they like start to be more something because like not talking about it is how they like have no problems keeping power, and also like not talking about it makes you not be on the radar. But this thing happened today that really has freaked me out, and I kind of feel like I need to talk about it. And I also don't want to forget it because I got really sleepy, and I'm like, I'm so sleepy. I'm not gonna make a video today. I'm like, bitch, I need to make a video because if I don't make a video, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna forget about the scene that happened today, and then I won't fucking like be as alert in the days coming up because the fact that this guy showed up in my reality means that like shit's fucking worse than I thought because oh my god, and like I need to be aware of that because if I'm not aware of my like fucking terrain of reality and what the fuck is out there to be dangerous to me, then I'm in danger. And I can't be in danger because of forgetting when I had information presented to me because some fucker showed up in my reality presenting himself to me to like show me that like this is how bad it is. That's why I'm doing this video right now. And so what I'm trying to fucking actually like finish saying, he came into the store. He stood there talking to someone on the phone, and he was just like staring straight at me in the right at the beginning of the store. It looks weird. He wasn't trying to buy anything. He was talking to someone on the phone, and he was like, yeah, like I'm looking at her right now. And I'm like, wow, like do you think I'm an animal who can't hear you? Do you think I'm actually stupid? Like you're literally talking about me right now while I'm doing a task at this like part of the store. It's weird. The entire time he's just staring at me, talking to someone on the phone. He's like, yeah, he has a like fascination thing that I used to see, one time these actual Germans like came into this one restaurant that I was working in, and they just kept looking at me, and I'm like, oh my god, like you're one of them, aren't you? Like you're, and I was trying my best not to have anything to do with them. It was so scary, and that's what this guy was giving, like as energy. And I'm like, oh my god, like this is so not it. Like I can't. And so then he was like, yeah, and it seemed like the person on the other end of the line, he like, or like they, she, didn't like, they were like, what, really? And then he was like, yeah, like, like, do you want me to take a selfie of her? Like, how can I, like, register that this is happening, or, like, prove that this is happening, that, like, I, like, saw her, or, like, found her, or, like, I'm seeing her right now? And I was listening to him talking to someone on the other like line on the phone about me while standing right in front of me, and all these people are walking around. My coworkers are over there somewhere, and I'm like, I'm in the moment of like a fucking like creepy reality vibe, and like it's like I'm not safe, and I'm just like, well, what do I do? Like, what who do I talk to? If like to be like, hi, like this is like a thing that happened. Nobody. And so then I was like, wow, this motherfucker really is just talking about me like I'm an actual like extra, like animal in the background of some movie, and he's just about to take a picture of me, and like I guess like clock points in some quest that he's part of, where like he like got to the treasure, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was, the treasure. And then I was like, no. And so then he was like, you want to take a selfie? Like, how can I prove that like I found her or whatever, you know? And then he like started to slowly turn around because I was like just doing the thing, the task, and acting like I wasn't aware of anything because I'm like, well, I'm just like not sure what's happening, you know? And then he like started slowly turning around as if like he's just doing something with his phone. I'm like, bitch, like I'm not dumb. And as he was starting to like turn around to as if like to get selfie with him with me in the background, I just walked out of the fucking frame. And he was so confused. And then he came up to me and he kept trying to like be like, oh, can I take your coworkers in the line with me? And like I'm like, I ain't got no coworker. I work freelance. Then he told that same line to my two dumb bitch like dumb little women like coworkers, and they were like, oh yeah, ha ha ha, because he was like, yeah, and like he didn't say anything clear. And then I actually called him out. I was like, yeah, he's saying that like he just heard I just heard him talking on the phone with someone describing me like the skinny girl because the person on the line of the phone didn't know like they're like trying to get verification that it's me, you know. And then I was like, yeah, and I heard him say that he wants to take a photo of me to like prove to them that it's me, and I don't know what this is because I have no coworkers. And the two little bitches that I was working with, they were like, ha ha he he, that shock thing that people don't believe when bad people are in front of them, and they don't hear me, and so I'm like, I'm just not safe or in danger. So I just went to the office and closed the door and was like, I'm just waiting till he leaves. And then he did leave because I waited like 5 minutes, but then